Hey guys, it's Nico from Team Limitless and I'm here with Philip, who just made the second place at the regional in Dortmund. Philip, tell us about your Swiss rounds and how your top cut went.
So I played against a lot of Evil Tal and some Volcanion, some Greninja, so all pretty decent matchups. Like the mirrors kind of weird, but Volcanion and Greninja are solid matchups, so these were quite easy. I drawed against the Greninja 4 because I dead drawed one game and we couldn't finish it all. I lost to 2 mirrors, and yeah, so I ended up 6-1, and today I won 2 mirrors, and then I won against Greninja and I did twice. And then I hired a mirror in top 8 and mirror in top 4, and I lost to Rainbow Force in the finals.
So enough about your rounds in general. I guess most people are interested in your list because, as I can see already, you have some very interesting choices in your list. So tell us about your Pokemon lineup first.
Yeah, well, while preparing for Dortmund, I felt that Evil Targabu was a very strong deck, but I didn't like its consistency, its hitter lineup. It felt very clunky and couldn't get out what it wanted. So I decided I wouldn't play any baby Eviltal and just focus on Eviltal X because it has more HP, so it puts your energies to better use. And when I have one of these Mewtwo's, it's quite nice to deal some damage for just one energy. Also, it makes Mewtwo, what would be a bad matchup, turns it into a good matchup. And yeah, Mewtwo isn't that popular, but it's still nice to have. The Mewtwo is just a non-X because you need one. I play 3-2 Garbodor because you need it in a lot of matchups, especially Gardevoir, for example, and Volcanion, Greninja. You need to get it out early just to disrupt your opponent. I play only one Shaman because I want to get out Garbodor early and then not use any more Shamans. Yeah.
Okay, next up, your trainer and supporter lineup.
Well, it's pretty standard generally, but I cutted one end for an Ace Trainer because I think Eviltal has a lot of close matchups, and so Ace Trainer can help you a lot when you play these matchups and fall behind. It can help you to make comebacks. I also play Delinquent because I think the card is generally very valuable because it affects how your opponent plays without even playing it out. So your opponent can't properly thin out his deck because he has to keep track of his hand cards so that he always has 4 more cards. So I like Delinquent for that reason. Also, sometimes you randomly can Delinquent your opponent's hand. Sometimes you can limit his options by knowing that he will have only a certain amount of cards. And yeah, also I play Town Map because this card is really great. I recommend it to everyone. I use it a lot. It wins so many games because you can manage your resources better. If you do it early on, you know at which point in the game you will have what card, access to which cards, so I like this. I also am surprised at how good Super Road was. I was debating just cutting it for another energy because I already have 4 Eviltal X, don't really need much Pokemon. But it's just a really great card to get cards you lost early on, for example Garbodor or Eviltals back in your deck, and mainly for basic energies. When I have one Enhanced Hammer, it's a nice tech card, it helps in mirror and in the mirror against Mewtwo, against Rainbow Force, Gyarados, stuff like that. And yeah, also I play 4 Floatstone. It's good to circulate lots of these Eviltals. You can use 4 Eviltal and just retreat them, soak some damage, attack with others. Also, you need to get Garbodor out early often. I play 2 Fighting Fury Belt. It feels a little low, but most of the time it was enough. In the mirror, sometimes I felt like I'd like to have one more, but I think Floatstone is also very valuable in the mirror, so I was okay with that.
So did you put any special thoughts against in your energy count, or did you just fill up the rest of the space with energy, or what was your reason behind the energies?
I originally played 8 in Eviltal Garbodor, but I didn't play Max Elixir back then. And 8 felt pretty good, but with Max Elixir you need a lot of energy, so you hit them. Also, you have the Super for the same reason, just to hit better Max Elixirs. And yeah, so I feel 9 is pretty good. I wanted to play 10, but 10, I tested 10 and it was like an overkill. You had too many energies and you really don't need 10. I think Super Rod is the better card.
So, in hindsight of the Intercontinental Championship in London in about 3 weeks, would you make any changes to your list or would you just stick with your list at the moment?
Well, I think for today the list was really good. Also, I went a bit lucky sometimes, but I think the list was a pretty good choice, and I really liked it. Also, cards like Talmud, Ace Train, and Delinquent really paid off. And yeah, so I wouldn't change it for this tournament. For London, however, I do not know because Evil Targabodor dominated the meta completely. Even though it didn't end up winning, it was still very dominant. So I might consider changing some cards to adjust for a future meta game. But for this day, I would keep it like it was.
Okay, thanks for your deck profile and good luck for your next tournaments.
Thanks.